Welcome to Without a Recipe Pizza.
It's got dough. Y'all remember Flubber?
The savory is where I come to play.
It's in my blood.
It's got sauce.
Oh yeah.
It's got cheese.
So much cheese!
The cheese is hidden within this, like a Ferrari.
It's got toppings. You are getting a mouthful of fish.
You're like Beauty in Chaos.
What is on fire?
Will it be Brooklyn? Will it be Chicago? Will it be Italia? Or will it be hell?
Oh, this is a bad sign.
Today's the day. Behind the Try is finally available at a streaming service near you.
Go to find it at tryguys.com/movie or
Check it out on your local iTunes, your Amazon Prime Video, your Google Play, your YouTube Movies, your Vudu.
Take a seat. The show is about to begin. Actually, it's Without a Recipe Pizza, but still enjoy that.
The Try Guys are back in the test kitchen for another episode of Without a Recipe.
I don't know what to do with. Yeah, it.
Which one's Colby Jack and which one's Monterey Jack?
This challenge, pizza.
There's nothing more sexy than the film that develops on top of the cream sauce.
Each baker will have 2 hours to create a pizza of their choice and present it to our panel of judges.
It looks like a little bit of fungus is in the center.
My name is Jimmy Wong. I'm an actor, host, YouTuber. I have a cooking show. I just released a cookbook called The Feast of Fiction Kitchen, which I guess makes me somewhat qualified to talk about food.
I'm Kwesi James, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I know what pizza's supposed to taste like.
Kwesi, can you run through every pizza don't you can think of?
Pineapples.
It might end there.
I'm Brandon Conaway, and I'm the co-owner of Quarantine Pizza Co.
And then I am Carolina Conaway, and I'm also the co-owner of Quarantine Pizza.
I'm a chef, and I've been working at a few Italian restaurants in LA, so I just started making pizzas in quarantine just to make a little extra dough on the side, you know?
Extra dough?
Extra dough! I've always had a love for pizza making and bread making, and that's always been a passionate hobby of mine. A good pizza is a balance between crust, sauce, and topping. Beautiful leopard spotting on the crust, a little bit of a char, but not burnt by any means. For the most part, they kind of know how to make like breads and stuff like that, right?
I actually have recently developed a hobby of making bread, and an adjacent product to that is pizza. Now, if there's any episode where I got this, it's this one.
First of all, I dress like a pizza today. I look adorable. We all agree.
I've never made it myself. I am someone who loves watching people cook, but I personally don't like doing it.
Now I have made deep dish pizzas. I've even made deep dish pizzas in the last couple years. Now I know a lot of people out there who are purists are gonna say, that's not pizza.
Chicago pizza isn't pizza.
You, yeah, it is.
3, 2, 1.
Sexual.
Wow, what is it?
I'm making an ode to New York of yesterday and of today.
Oh.
So I'm gonna make a fancy ass pizza that represents modern Brooklyn, but I also wanna just have a classic New York slice that represents Brooklyn of old. An ode to gentrification, if you will.
I don't know about that.
I am making a Chicago deep dish pizza. Fun fact, I used to work at a Chicago-style fast food place in college, so I've made Italian sausage sandwiches. I've made Italian beef sandwiches. So I thought, let's take two of the best flavors Chicago has and make a super Chicago pie.
You've heard of cheese pizza, you've heard of 4 cheese pizza, but have you ever heard of the 24 cheese pizza clock?
Oh, but what?
Different slice for every hour of the day. Why don't you check that pizza clock to find out what time is it?
I am making what I'm calling the world's best worst pizza. I'm taking everyone's least favorite toppings, statistically the worst things that people want to say, don't check that box when I'm getting Domino's, and I'm putting it on one pizza. That's right, even my dough and sauces are gonna be kind of screwy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a choice.
But no one has made all those collective bad choices together.
You're right.
Maybe it's good.
I'm gonna start first by adding our salt, our water, and we're just gonna add that to our 00 Caputo pizza flour.
We got bread flour, we got all-purpose flour, we got pizza flour?
Tipo 00 pizza flour. This is what use for like making pasta. This is the good stuff.
We like to not use any commercial yeast in making our pizzas, so that means that we use a starter which we build into a levain.
Our dumplings without yeast were a chewy mess. So I feel like you need that bounciness to it. You have a scale?
I do a little warm water, I let it burp for about 10 minutes, and then if it burped enough, then we did it.
And just slowly mix away.
I'm also gonna use this, yep, right there with you.
You just copying everything I do?
No, Ned, I would never.
About 5 to 10 minutes, just really more so to incorporate the water and the flour and just initially get a little bit of gluten development.
Ooh, what's that?
So I'm making a spinach dough.
Oh, God.
That's right, this pizza is gonna be very confusing looking.
And I like putting a little bit of olive oil.
Pizzas are always so oily, but I was not planning on putting it in my bread.
I'm so drunk.
Drunk?
No, I can't remember now what I am.
Let's give myself a nice little LeBron moment, because I am a champion.
Ah, fucking A, Zach. We're out of the good stuff.
Oh man, that sucks.
This might be really good, Pete.
What's that? Sugar, he's putting sugar into his bread. Wow, this guy's crazy.
Sugar, dun, 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 for all the yeast. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait.
You are my yeast girl. Okay, that's.
And you got me burping too.
Oh yeah, salt, thank you, man.
Oh
Ned is
my
gonna be
God.
furious when I beat
This is
him.
not okay.
Guys, I am with a man who bakes bread all the fucking time. What would you do? Of course, and you hear the way he's talking about it, it would be foolish. It's without a recipe, not without a Ned.
I'm putting in some sugar, giving it a quick whiskey. Not Eugene's kind of whiskey.
After this, we will scoop it into a bowl and let it proof in the fridge, where we will then portion it later and we'll have our finished dough balls.
This is my dough. I'm just gonna play with it while you do it.
Good.
Thanks.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Oh, thanks.
It tastes like a pizza.
Tastes like a pizza.
It honestly already tastes like pizza. I don't know how you have like all the sauce flavor. It's already there. The whole thing. Man, Ned's bread.
You know when your dog just ate dinner and he's lying on his back and then you just kind of like poke his belly? That's kind of what it feels like.
I'd say that the pressure is on to deliver.
The pressure is on!
This actually feels okay, but again, I just don't have the confidence that it's gonna rise.
I'm known as the one that's like the Italian, and I like, you know, I make pizza with little Wesley all the time.
Well, hey, look, I could be your son.
Okay.
I could be
let's
like,
do that.
Papa, you wanna make the pizza?
While the dough is set aside for proofing, the guys move on to making their sauce.
We use our amazing rustic crushed Bianco di Napoli tomatoes, kosher salt, and California olive oil. Dump that in here.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
I'm gonna pick the worst sauce, which is white sauce.
I think there's no such thing as too much garlic. Anytime a recipe says 1 clove of garlic, 3.
I like having a little bit of chunks of garlic.
And really all we're doing is whisking it to dissolve the salt and incorporate our oil.
Starting the sauce while I also roast some bell peppers. I'm gonna be marinating my Italian beef in the jardiniere juice and adding a little bit of the jardiniere vegetables chopped up into the sauce, but not too many because I don't want it to be a spicy sauce. I just want it to be a delicious sauce with a little kick.
Also, just remember, very important step, you do not want to cook your tomatoes.
Now it's cooking.
You want to have that tartness from the raw tomato, where if you're cooking your tomatoes, it's just gonna be sweet.
Italy, pizza. Oh, it's burning.
I would say, Ned, you and I are doing pretty standard sauces, which for a pizza, you don't want to get too crazy.
I'm gonna stick some anchovies in this sauce. Let's make it fishy.
I got these little goofy little cherry tomatoes. They're beautiful.
Whoa, what's that?
This is tomato paste.
I didn't even see that on the thing.
It like thickens it and it gives it a little bitterness.
Now I want to get my anchovies into a fine paste. People can pick off their anchovies if it's a topping. I'm not letting that happen. If you eat my pizza, you are getting a mouthful of fish.
You know, I do think the geese chicken sauce is delicious on pizza, but I've never put it in pizza. So today's a first. Let's try it out.
I'm really liking the way my sauce looks.
I would not eat my sauce and make out with anyone.
I wouldn't make out with anyone and then eat your sauce. Out of respect for your sauce.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My sauce is done, so it's time to bring out the cheese. Cheese on 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
funny bar.
A lot of people hate pineapples on pizza, so this pineapple is gonna make a lot of new friends that he's never seen.
Cheese number 1, mozzarella. Talk about the good stuff. Parmigiano Reggiano, DOP. Cheese the 2nd. Romano, cheese the 3rd.
Ned continued to bring out all 24 of his cheeses, each chosen to match characteristics found at that particular hour of the day.
You know what happens at 4 a.m.? Craft singles.
Let's see what's going on with this. Oh my God.
Y'all remember Flubber?
Oh, that was almost a shattered glass.
Whoa! Splash zone. Son, we are going to America.
What is it like, Papa?
Well, it's not like here.
With only 24 minutes left, Ned has exactly 60 seconds to shave each of his cheeses. Zach has agreed to help.
So much cheese!
Cheese!
This guy feels nice and airy.
I feel like a cat.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I really just need you to grate some f***ing cheese.
3, 2, 1, hands up, bakers!
What fell?
Cheese.
Now that the crust, filling, and sauces have been prepared, the Try Guys will allow the dough to proof overnight in the fridge. Tomorrow morning, they will have 1 hour to toss, assemble, and bake the pizzas.
I have 3 different items I could potentially bake this on. I think I might choose this slab.
So we've got a little tray, and we've got what's called a pizza stone. I've never heard of that, but it has pizza in the name. Good enough for me. I'm gonna preheat this motherfucker.
Also, I'm using the pizza stone.
Let's preheat that shit.
So if you're cooking pizza at home, I would just turn your oven as high as you possibly can.
Let's crank it up to 550.
Oh shit, all right.
I brought my own cast iron skillet. What I love about cast iron skillets is if you own one, you technically also own a weapon. I don't want to kill a person, but if I have to, I'm using a skillet.
And now we have our dough, which has been in the fridge for about 16 hours at this point. We're gonna start portioning.
We have risen, and so has our dough. Oh!
Me. Oh.
Holy crap.
Mine definitely rose.
Mine definitely rose.
Ours look
too.
about the same
Look at
size.
that. Look at that giant.
Yeah.
Remember where he started? Look how much he's grown.
Oh, Jesus.
The pizza still.
Look at this bubble.
You get a good New York slice, has those big bubbles.
That's what I was talking about.
That's true.
All right, Keith, I'll see you in this next shot in a different place.
That looks beautiful.
Thank you. It's my little flubber, he grew.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna portion these into about 260 gram portions.
I don't know how much, I think this is quite a bit of dough. So this might end up being like a 20-inch pizza, but we'll see.
If you don't pre-shape and shape your dough properly, you'll end up getting an uneven distribution of your structure, and that'll give you weak points in your pizza. You might not even get in the oven since it's very easy to break at that point.
Merry, 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 merry pizza. Ding dong ding dong, and there is home, home, and then go, and going well. Pizza.
Let's get some flour going.
Straight into the flour. So I'm gonna start first by just going around and then spreading.
You're already just making a pizza. You already got, what the f is this? Look, he already has a pizza.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stretch, rotate, stretch, rotate.
Flip it back and forth, and then rise, and then throw it.
Look at you go. Beautiful. Look at me go.
I might not be good at making dough, but I'm super coordinated.
It's a little bit of the Borat. Hello. Oh my. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hey Zach, I made you a present.
Oh, thanks, man. Just drape it.
Oh, we're twins. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Whoa! Whoa!
Double Dutch.
Oh man, that was fun.
Whoa! Indiana Jones.
So much fun going on.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna go with the rolling method, as the throwing method ended up in a game of double dutch.
I'm starting with a little olive oil on the bottom.
So when you're making a deep dish style pizza, you're gonna have usually butter as your fat instead of olive oil if you're putting any in your dough, which gives it that pastry, crackery type of texture.
Wiping it around like a little glue stick.
We're gonna start topping. Not too much sauce, but a good amount for our margarita.
Oh, yeah.
Cha-cha. Woo! Oh no!
A little bit of this African blue basil that a friend of mine grows for me. Our nice nitrate-free pepperonis. The dry mozzarella, just because as you can see, it's just ready to go. As long as your balance and your combinations work together, use whatever cheese you want.
Cheese, number 1.
Now, everything I know about cheesing a pizza comes from Lunchables.
I don't want to go crazy with the provolone because it's not your typical pizza cheese.
It really depends on the type of ingredients you have, but you want to make sure you have a nice balance. And you don't want to just overload it with toppings so you don't get a taste of anything else.
Figs are like kind of sexy.
Oh yeah.
Like, am I crazy?
They're
like,
hot.
I'm saying that fruits are genitals.
And I am gonna try to get at least 2 sausages on this big boy.
I'm a big sucker for a perfect pizza bottom. And I just want that like right, hard, toasty bottom. Just a nice hot bottom.
Now that I'm rubbing it out,
What's happening now that you're
I
rubbing it
see
out?
that I've overshot my load.
Here is my cream sauce. You're gonna get a big mouthful.
Another thing about Chicago style deep dish pizza is that the sauce is on top. Everything's buried. It's all a surprise. So when you pick up your pizza and you ordered like something, they typically throw 1 or 2 toppings just on the top so you know what's in the pizza. So you don't go home and open it up and be like, wait a minute, this is mushrooms. I hate mushrooms.
Embrace the anchovy. What else did I say? Spinach, oh, cheese, yeah, okay. Oh, I should put the cheese on before that. F me.
I am on cheese number 24, and it has been a good time for everyone.
This is my crazy cheese. It's the bell pepper cheese. I just think it's a really pretty color. You know, you gotta throw them off on every angle, but I'm gonna mix it with some parm because I know parm will taste good.
All right, time to put my pizza in the oven.
Getting your pizza into the oven. Don't want to mess this one up. We use a pizza peel, which allows us to easily pick up our pizza and just load it right into our oven.
Shit, it's a little too big for the...
Oh, I forgot about that. We may have to abandon the stone.
It's not coming off.
Why don't I hold it and you see if you can't pull it off. Let's see if you can get your fingers in there while I...
Okay.
Hey Zach, can you do me a favor? And
Yeah,
put
what's up, dude?
Put that hot pan underneath the stone real quick.
Ready?
Yeah.
Nice, nice, Ned, yes.
This might work. Do it from the top because it's holding on there.
It is not holding its shape at all. Oh, me.
No, it's
Oh boy, it's
ruined.
It's having a hard time. Can we unscrew the handle from the bottom of that?
You shuffle in on that side. Yeah, it's definitely too wet. Oh, it's so moist.
You can also just cut any excess dough you might have off if your crust is looking a little too big.
I'm just gonna bunch it up. Just a big crust. And if it fails, I'll just fold it into itself and say that I love calzones. That's what we do here.
Hey, hey! Now don't touch it with your hands.
Oh, shit.
Here we go, pizza coming through!
I've seen this in fancy pizza restaurants. As it's cooking, they add a couple of extra pieces of cheese.
Come on!
My pizza's done. Let's take it out.
Hold on.
Oh, there's a shit ton of oil on the pizza.
Why did I do a fucking pizza stone? I don't know what a pizza stone is.
We bake our pizzas at about 950 degrees.
I'm doing 550. I'd say that this pizza stone is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. All right. Ah!
You got great flavors.
Yeah.
You got great story.
Great. Yeah.
Great energy.
Yeah. And a great ass.
And a great ass.
It's really fun. It's actually badass.
Well, it's time for my pizza to go into the oven. I have put a little beef, a little sausage, and 2 peppers on top so people know what's in it, even though I know that the beef is going to get so overcooked.
Shortly after all the pizzas entered the oven, things really started heating up.
What is on fire? Oh shit.
Oh no.
I think we took out the
Oh yeah, we took out the catch pan. Whoa!
Great.
I don't know where all this oil came from. It must be 5 o'clock. Or no, actually, that's more like 10 p.m. What could be going on at 10 p.m.? It's bedtime.
So you think it's not the sauce, you think it's the cheese had oil.
Colby Jack. It's time for bed, Colby Jack.
I forgot to put the black olives on, so I'm gonna dribble some of that on here.
My pizza isn't quite cooked as well on the crust, you know? But some of the cheeses were burning, but the mozzarella isn't burning.
If your cheese is burning before your crust is, you're kind of shit out of luck.
Keith, this is the most disastrous thing I've ever made.
It looks crazy. It looks like it's covered in carrots.
Ned, what is this like limp little slug over here? What's going on?
That's my first draft breadstick.
Oh, okay.
P.S. What are my breadsticks doing? Oh. They do not look appetizing.
Since the design was all I'm gonna throw on some more pineapple. Because why would I let them eat this and not know that there was pineapple, you know?
Right. Oh, an asterisk pizza.
I'm gonna bake some pepperoni so I can get them nice and crispy and lay them on top.
Yours looks deeper than my deep dish pizza.
Hey, you know what? I think you inspired me.
My fancy half actually looks pretty remarkable. My New York half looks like New York got attacked by radioactive waste.
Yeah, it's like post-Avengers New York.
Because what is this pizza gonna do without its egg? I mean, it's like going out without a hat. If I can scrape this off, then that means everything that happened before doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because it's all about the dismount.
Yes.
Like Carrie's Strug. Well,
just like her.
It's time for the finishing touch. Just a little bit of hot honey.
Just a little bit of balsamic.
Down and in. Oh yeah. God, what is it so hard?
Scrape it.
This can't be right.
Harder.
And a little bit of drizzle. And a little bit of that. Hey, we need a pizza back here. We got angry customers.
Ow, I'm burning myself again.
Right here. Right here.
3, 2, 1. Okay, hands up, bakers.
Wow.
Get your pizza clock set to judge.
All right, we're gonna be judging on 4 metrics today. The first is taste, the second is presentation, the third is creativity, and the fourth is it a pizza?
Judges, up first, I am pleased to present my pizza, an ode to New York of yesterday, today, and the future. The classic slice from Brooklyn 1980, the modern bougie-ass slice from New York 2020, and unfortunately, in the year 2060, there was a horrible radioactive spill resulting in monstrous crust and a Cronenberg-esque explosion of creativity.
It looks like an inflatable pool.
On the left, you have classic slice mozzarella, a little bit of cheddar, pepperoni. Want to keep it simple. On the right, you have your prosciutto and fig. Hope you guys enjoy.
So presentation for me, great. I love the story.
For me, figs is one of those ingredients that typically when you see it, you don't imagine it on something like a pizza, but I think actually how it's presented here, the way you cut it, it looks really appetizing. So I am excited to try that out. Okay.
So does it fold?
Oh, this is a bad sign. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
It's like a party trick.
Shall we?
Shall we? All right,
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It doesn't fold.
Oh, it folds. I'd say it exclusively is folding. It's like you know, like when people do silk rope dancing.
Yeah. The fig is pretty good.
Oh, we're moving on.
Are we moving on?
Not bad. I've never had fig in pizza before. I like prosciutto.
I feel bougier already.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Your skin is glowing.
A little bit of spice, a creaminess, a little sweet, spicy action.
Oh yeah, and there are some peppers on there as well. Just a couple serranos thrown in.
Obviously the crust is something else, but we have an extra little bit of things to dip it in, so maybe it's actually a happy accident.
Crust is one of my favorite parts, can never get enough of it. So I want you to just be able to, there's no shortage, just keep going, you know?
Okay.
So at the end, I want you to just be able to rip that crust apart, dunk it in that sauce, you got yourself a fun little breadstick experience.
I will say the sales part of this has been excellent.
That's I have honed that skill above all others.
Creativity-wise, great job on the classic. The pepperoni's at a good state where it's not like
frozen and chewy, but it's got a little bit of crunch to it, so it was cooked through. The bougie side was a pleasant surprise.
I wouldn't mind the extra dough as a drunk person because you're gonna need something heavy before you fall asleep.
Is it pizza?
Some good pizza, man.
Judges, what time is it?
Pizza time!
That's right! Yeah, that's right! And what way to tell what time it is than with a 24 cheese pizza clock. It's so that you can eat pizza every hour of the day. We've got 12 different cheeses on top, 12 different cheeses stuffed in the crust. You can pick the one that you want, except in this case, we've picked it for you.
Feta and fontina on the crust.
Okay.
And we got Swiss and Colby Jack on top.
I got a Havarti and smoked Gouda crust, as well as a Monterey Jack and Cypress Grove Midnight Cheese.
I have a mozzarella. What is that?
Iberico.
Iberico.
1 a.m.
What
and
is
2
that for?
a.m. are saved for the Spanish cheeses. 5 a.m. you turn into a monster. That's where the Munster cheese goes.
Presentation, Ned, this is fantastic. It's thick. The cheese is hidden within this beautifully, like a Ferrari.
Whoa.
Let's bite in.
I can't taste any of the other hours, but my 2 hours were pretty good.
It was a nice balance. The pizza was like more mild, sweet flavored with the cheeses, and then we had a nice tart like feta crust, so it was a good contrast.
So question, Ned, does a cheese, different type of cheese, does it melt at different consistencies, different time, different temperatures?
Yeah, you know, I discovered that throughout. Yeah.
Got
There's
it.
a reason why mozzarella is the standard.
Probably just the general moisture content allows for it to melt without burning before you're done with your pizza, I would say. So instead of having a little bit of that crunch, it's just kind of soft.
Doughy.
Yeah.
Chewy,
And with all the cheese and the toppings on
Yeah.
top, it kind of gets it that little gumminess that you don't really want.
These numbers are not edible.
No. They're not edible, but what I like about these numbers is they remind me of like the menu on the wall of your classic pizza place.
This definitely scores really high on the creative side.
I give the
obviously.
presentation
He printed this out.
You have a guide.
Yeah, it's nice. That's definitely creative.
You're like the kid in class that did the extra homework when it wasn't assigned.
I did 24 times as much homework.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to know what is the what were the hour hands?
These are breadsticks that I dipped in food coloring to turn them black.
Take a bite, Ned.
Whoa, that was good, but it's not a pizza.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Is it a pizza?
It's a pizza.
Definitely pizza.
Is it a clock?
It's a clock.
Judges, are you feeling this in the air? What is that feeling? Oh, I got it. Boredom. What do we just have? I just had a New Yorker make you a Brooklyn pizza and an Italian make you a cheese pizza. Where's the imagination? Well, get ready for a Dr. Seuss-inspired drug-addled trip.
Wow.
Look at the egg.
You're serving egg.
The world's best, worst pizza.
Oh, wow.
There are many rules to pizza that people have created, and I said, what if I broke every single one? So I looked up the most hated ingredients that are commonly put on pizza, and I combined all of them together. What you are looking at is a spinach crust with a white cream sauce infused with anchovy. The toppings include pineapple for Kwesi, black olives, spinach, mushrooms, whole anchovies, red bell pepper cheese, and of course, my favorite, a cracked egg.
How does it smell?
Pineapples, bro?
Yeah, the strong taste of pineapple fish.
Oh my God!
That's why you're here. This isn't the Food Network. F***ing Try Guys without a recipe. Hold on to your butts. This ain't no network show.
Oh my
It's
God!
the internet, bitch.
They may be holding on to their butts later tonight.
Oh, are we gonna try this one?
You go first.
If this tastes good, Eugene, oh my gosh.
Oh, he's going for it. First bite.
Do a big old bite here.
I don't know what the hell is going on here, but it's not bad.
Shut up.
It's not that bad.
Yeah?
Right? It's weird. It doesn't make
Not
any
bad.
sense.
It's not that bad.
How do you do that?
The second bite I took had, I think, a full anchovy in it. So it kind of ruined the magic of the first bite.
It's definitely not a date night pizza. It's fishy, it's briny from the olives. You got the pineapple somehow tries to balance it with a little sweetness. It's not good by any means, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be considering that evil concoction you came up with.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Like, is it creative or is it like kind of sadistic?
No.
Wait a minute.
creativity in
Did it say
Satan.
it was sadistic points?
Like, was there bad intent behind it or was it?
No. When has Eugene Liang ever had ill content towards anything?
The amount of effort that Ned put in and the amount of effort that you put in is actually about equal. So
Yes.
you're like beauty in chaos.
Yes.
I almost can't tell if you're trying to win or if you're just trying to like be like the super villain of this. Like, you literally went for every worst ingredient.
I don't think it looks like a pizza.
It's definitely shocking.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It looks like this pizza's gonna slice you.
Is it pizza?
It's dough with the most disliked ingredients of pizza on it, which
That's
I
true.
think makes it a pizza. 'Cause it
That in
is-
itself should be enough.
Yeah.
Is it evil?
It's evil.
Yeah, I'm a Disney villain.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm a Disney villain.
It's like it's Cruella DeVille.
Judges, we've seen New York, we've seen Italy, we've seen hell. But we haven't seen Chicago!
Hey.
Chicago brings a totally different kind of pizza to the table. I'm gonna bring it to you. I hope you're excited and ready for some delicious Chicago-style deep dish.
1000%.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Oh my.
Goodness gracious.
I took the flavors of Chicago's Italian combo sandwich and tried to infuse it into the pizza as well. A combo sandwich is Italian sausage, Italian beef, sweet and or spicy giardiniera, sweet bell peppers, and cheeses. And then some of the cheeses people use would be mozzarella, provolone, or romano. I'm using them all. And of course, it has the traditional crunchy crust around the side. A little bit of cornmeal on the bottom, just to make sure it separates from the cast iron. I hope you like it.
Presentation. Look at that. Just like the city of Chicago. Very beautiful.
Big, strong,
Big,
bold.
strong. Architecture.
Yeah, you got the whole skyline.
Yeah. Somewhat deep dish, right?
Yeah.
The
it's
dish
like
could have been a little deeper.
Say it's a glass half full.
The crust is separating from the actual pizza. That has to be hard because it's so thick in the front end, but so thin in the back. So you see the separation between church and state? That's what's happening here.
I'm ready to dig in.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
So Keith, educate me.
Yeah.
Where do you start?
Well, it's up to you. I would start right in the center. Typically, a deep dish pizza, the first bite is the best.
Start in the middle.
Give me your thoughts. What do you think? You've eaten it.
I like it.
I meant the middle, the tip. Just start like pizza. Eat it like pizza. Queen.
Oh, it's like a pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Eat it like a slice of pizza.
You said the middle, Keith. That means the middle of the slice.
He doesn't have a bite, he has a slice.
So how would the first bite be in the middle?
Exactly. That's why it was confusing.
He was confused.
It tastes good. I like the thickness, 2 C's of the red sauce. I think it gives it a little bit more of that full mouth feel.
I think it needs a little bit more cheese. There's like just too much tomato sauce.
Crust is good, but it does look a little thick. Oh no. But the taste is excellent.
It's a good mix of the sausage, and I really like the addition of the giardiniera in there.
I want to hate it so bad.
I know.
I can't help myself.
There's a lot of clout involved in a Brooklyn guy eating a Chicago slice.
That's really freaking good, Keith.
Yeah, thanks.
You've clearly made it before, which I think gives you an obvious leg up in the without a recipe competition.
Dude, that's really f***ing delicious.
Endless pizza.
Meat's good. It needs more cheese, but I mean the flavors are great.
The only thing I would say is that creativity-wise, like I like the idea of combining it all together, but this is clearly something that's in your wheelhouse.
Is it a pizza?
Yeah, it's a pizza.
It's a pizza.
All right. I expected a little more controversy. Well, judges, you've now had 4 slices, each beautiful in their own way. We shall give you a little bit of time to decide the champion.
First up, we had Zach's Mo Crust, less pizza.
I like how basic the pepperoni pizza was and how bougie the fake pizza was.
I think the biggest downside to this pizza was just how unruly the crust was and the fact that it just looked like he burritoed the dough. Next up, we have Ned's 24-hour pizza clock. Each individual slice is something different and unique, which I think is actually really cool. The only thing about this that I was like a little disturbed by is that I have no idea what you all tasted.
Yeah, we all got something a little different on that one.
Feels a little freezer frozen. The bottom it's just not cooked all the way through. Best in show, for sure, was Eugene's pizza. I just like the idea that Eugene was willing to throw away his chances at winning to make something that was so audacious and insane that people will talk about it. If there was gonna be a meme to be made of any of these pizzas, it definitely would be Eugene's. Last up, we have Keith's deep dish Chicago pizza. The presentation leaves a little to be desired. But I mean, Keith's obviously made pizzas before, and I thought this was actually a really good tasting pizza and had all the elements in there, and the sauce was good. It had a little bit of tanginess as well.
The parts that we were able to try, it was good.
Definitely not New York's pizza.
What you guys did today was definitely not an easy accomplishment. You guys pulled it off today, and it was nice getting to try your pizzas.
This one's really up in the air.
It was really hard to figure out
We had a tough time with this one.
who would be fourth, but you know, Eugene, I'm sorry.
Eugene? No!
You did have one of the best presentations, but as far as pizza, I don't know if you were trying to win this week, but you did make a pizza.
What I'm hearing is it wasn't evil enough.
Now, it was really difficult between these last three to decide who ultimately was in third place. And third place pizza goes to Ned.
Oh! What? What? I made you a pizza clock!
Oh my gosh, what time is it?
What time is it?
All of us thought that the creativity was certainly top notch, and if it was just based on creativity, you may have gotten first.
This is historic. Never before has it come down to Keith and Zach.
Can you switch spots? My heart is beating like crazy. I'm crazy. How many do I need, you guys? I literally, like, my heart's beating so fast that my stomach is beating.
It is. Zach.
Thank you. Yes.
Keith.
Yes, Kwesi.
It comes down to you two.
New York versus Chicago.
One of these pizzas felt familiar. I felt like I was home.
Yeah.
The flavors, the taste. The other pizza, foreign, different, new.
But keep in mind, the familiar is still explosively creative.
And both of these pizzas was fantastic. But one of these pizzas, it edged out the other. Brooklyn, New York, I love you. Keith, you're the winner.
Wow! Oh my God! It has been such a journey. So many thirds, so many fourths. I thought my highest achievement this season would be a single second place, but I finally did it. I clawed my way up.
Oh my God, I can't even be mad about this. I'm f***ing stoked, man.
So creativity really doesn't matter.
But we still got 1 week left, and it's the most challenging week of all. It's cheesecake. Which one of us will accidentally poison the judges? Stay tuned to see.
And our new movie came out today. Today, right now, you guys can go check it out at tryguys.com/movie.
It's all about how we secretly hate each other.
Well, or do we? Stay tuned to find out.
Next week on Without a Recipe.
What you trying to bake?
Cheesecake! You want smooth consistency.
This is correct.
I call bullshit.
It's the grand finale. It all comes down to this.
If anybody does successfully make cheesecake, they cheated.